Hi, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Cardinal Rose Tarot. My name is Cynthia. I keep trying to remember to start saying my name more, my channel's name. I don't know why I haven't been. I just read it. I'm used to just reading it and not speaking it. So I started thinking you should speak it out. Say your channel's name, right? So today's going to be an awesome reading. I'm charged and amped to do it because I did some divination work this morning about it just to kind of make sure that I was on the right track with wanting to do this particular reading, and I got all kind of green lights, so I'm going to go for it. And it feels really good because I've been patient and guarded and keeping all of this information to myself for quite a while now, and not really knowing what to do with the information as it was coming to me through my own divination work, through dream work, through mirror magic. Particularly the obsidian mirror is an incredibly powerful revealer of the people and things going on around you that are nefarious potentially. That's only one thing that the obsidian mirror can do for you, but it's a very powerful one, and it's one that I was personally not even as aware of as I started to work with it. I didn't know that it did that, or was known that mirror scrying was known to do that, until one of my teachers, an Ianifa, kind of told me about that, who works with Oshun, and one of Oshun's sort of symbols and tools is a mirror, right? So anyways, I just wanted to kind of share about this experience, because not only is it empowering for me to share about it on my channel, but I'm hoping it'll be helpful to people who've experienced similar things. So when I was starting my mirror work more intensely with a lot more focus and discipline and routine, I started having incredibly powerful dreams about people that have been in my life, but that may actually have been secretly like hating me, right? Or having bad vibes towards me, or malintent, right? And at first it was a lot. It was a lot to take in. There were some that were really shocking and upsetting to learn, right? And I've talked about them to some extent in readings back. But at one point I started having a recognition about a small group of people that were practicing spell work against me. There was another example of it that happened before this that I'm not going to go into. It's a separate practitioner. It's a masculine practitioner that I figured out who it was. And I didn't really call him out or name him here, but I might in a future reading. And I'm pretty sure I know who hired him. But I was being shown information about that too, because he was showing up in my dream. And then I knew what he looked like, and I could kind of go work from there, right? With some information about like, who is this? Who's this practitioner out there that looks like this and that does this work and that might be someone for hire, right? And I found him. So in this case, where it started was I had a vision, and I thought it was for me, but I didn't know. So I just shared it on here in the community tab, thinking it might actually be for someone else. I'm not sure if it's for me or not, so I'm just going to share about it in case it's actually meant for someone else. But I was pretty sure it was actually directed at me. And it was a small handful of people sitting in a circle, and they were stripping bark off of tree branches. And it was to strip me. I now realize, I suspected but wasn't sure. It was to strip me of my protection, because they couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting sick, why I wasn't having more evident, things visibly evident of the spell work that they were doing. I wasn't looking ugly, right? Because they were doing beauty spells. They were doing glamour magic to animals and things around my home, right? To get me to like engage and then take on the spell. It was powerful spell work, I'll say that. I hate to even say that, because I don't want to give this person any like puffed up sense of like, yeah, I got through and my spell work was working. That's why I never mentioned it for a lot of it for a long time, because I was like, fuck you. I'm not gonna glorify your workings on my channel, but now it's different. So that was the first one. As soon as I revealed that on my channel, they sent me an image to my third eye of this sort of really like violent, scary looking bunny, right? Like a little white bunny. The best way I could think to describe it was like the rabbit from Donnie Darko. but it was like a bunny, and it sent to me like a signature, like, it's me. I'm the one that's doing this, you bitch. It was hostile. It was very hostile. It was very lots of laughing, like, you know, the whole thing about witches laughing as a source of their power. Like, I'm not even against that. I'm someone who very much embraces the dark feminine, Kali and all that. Like, I'm 100% about it. And they were doing that type of like, really reveling and enjoying in watching me potentially have my life get in this upheaval because of all the spell work they were doing. They were enjoying it. It was like a game for them. It was fun. And I could feel it. They also mocked me and called me Cindy Brady, okay, because sometimes I wear my hair in braids, and I heard that. So I was channeling the work that was being done against me, but it was taking a while to sort of narrow in on who was doing it. I just was getting little symbols and signs and breadcrumbs that I could follow, but I didn't know. I was pretty sure, and I still am almost positive, who's behind it. I think they paid this person. I don't think this person just randomly saw me online and decided to hate me and start fucking with me, right? I think someone paid this group, and then this group believed what the person was telling them about me, which I'm almost positive what they told them is that I'm not who I appear to be. I act like I'm this social justice person, but really I'm not. I stole her man. I tried to hurt her reputation at work. It was all stuff that she was actually doing to me. But what she did was go to this coven, this fucking coven gang of haters that are immature, and maybe they have powerful workings within their capacity, but they're also immature and foolish to just listen. And they believed what this girl said, hook, line, and sinker, and started ganging up, gang stalking, doing spell work. They were doing spell work against me. They were also stalking my online presence and my Spotify accounts. They were copying my playlist. I'm not shitting you. Copying my playlist, setting up multiple accounts on Spotify to spy on me, multiple accounts on Instagram to spy on me, multiple accounts on Blue Sky to spy on me. I became worried at one point that they might be setting up fake accounts on other platforms to make me look bad in my name. I don't know. So I'm just going to say here, and I'll put in the description box too, and maybe in my channel's description, my only social media presence is here, Instagram and Blue Sky. That's it. I'm not on any other social media. No Discord, no Reddit, no Facebook, no X, right? I'm not on any of those. I'll put the ones that I'm on because I don't know. It very well could be that they're on other platforms mimicking me or trying to say they're me. I don't know. So this person is, they're called like the aphrodisiac witch. Her name, she's like Aphrodite Bunny or Bunny Aphrodite. Her name is Bunny Gourlay. She runs an online coven or like group, like where she teaches how to do spell work. She's supposedly a devotee of Aphrodite. I was not sure I wanted to name her because anyone who's going to catch this and is curious, it's going to send traffic to her stuff. And I don't care to support her. But I also don't fucking care. She's already got a big online presence. She has a large following, way bigger than I do. So whatever. Knock yourself out. Go look at her. Go learn about her. She's, I think that they also were sending me things that specifically impact her, like her teeth, like her appearance, like stuff that she doesn't like about her appearance that she then tried to transfer to me. I think they were doing things like trying to steal my energy, trying to steal my future, trying to steal my destiny, trying to make me look ugly, trying to just punish me, basically punish me for what the person that hired them to do this told them about me, which was that I was doing all this horrible shit to her, which fuck you, I was not doing jack shit. I wasn't. I don't engage like that. I don't give a fuck. I don't like that person. I distance myself from them. That's it. I don't owe that person anything. This person was a coworker. They were a colleague. We were never friends. We were civil in the work setting until I realized I don't feel good around this person. They don't like me. They secretly have toxic energy directed at me that they don't want to face or whatever. I just started picking up that I felt like this person was very unhealed and potentially obsessive and toxic, and so I just distanced myself. I didn't do a smear campaign. I didn't steal her man. I didn't do any of that. If her man was attracted to me, she needs to talk to her man about it, okay? So it's all that stuff. So I know who you are, and I knew who you were the other night when you showed up in my mirror. I knew who you were when you had a little familiar that you sent to me to start spying on me on my walk. I know literally just about every single working you've done against me, either that you were hired to do or that you decided you separately enjoyed because you decided to online hate me and bully me, because that's your fucking sick generation's thing. I didn't grow up online. I don't have that. I was never a bully. I was not bullied. There were bullies in school, but there were a tiny amount. There was no catfishing, none of that. I'm not from that culture. I don't understand your fucking gang stalking, hating ass culture. Knock yourself out. You want to keep trying to send me Evilite? Your fucking goddess is going to abandon you, okay? Because your goddess respects me, okay? I don't know what else to say. You're a fool. You're younger and less mature than you think. You clearly have a lot of power to the work that you do, but you got taken in by a narcissist and you believed a narcissist, and now all of these consequences that you're experiencing, the fear, the backlash, the return to sender, all of it is because of you having having an unchecked ego. You have an unchecked ego as a witch, and I'm just going to say it. You think you are empowered by being in this toxic gaggle of gang stalking, hating ass coven witches that want to gang up on a hedge witch. I'm a hedge witch. I'm not in a coven. I'm not a joiner. I'm an introvert. I'm a solo practitioner. This is my work right here. And the occasional reading for people that want to read one-on-one, right? I don't know what else to say, but I'm embarrassed for you. I'm sad for you. I don't know if you're going to learn a lesson from this or not, but I fucking know who you are. I'm not impressed at all with what you think is your fucking cute little cosplay online presence or whatever it is. You have fuck all to do to hurt me. You're not going to be able to hurt me. You may have maybe barely temporarily slowed me down. You basically can't fucking touch me, okay? You can't fucking touch me. And your goddess is going to abandon you if you don't stop. I hope for your sake that you've stopped, because Aphrodite doesn't want to work with somebody of that level of maturity, okay? Yes, the Greek gods had their own sort of gang stalky, toxic triangulation type shit, but, you know, I don't think Aphrodite is down with what you're doing. I just don't. So enjoy your weird little backlash that you're going to experience. So let's do a reading about it. Why did this happen? What happened here that had this person deciding, and it's been going on for a couple years now, if not longer, but and this is just one. I have a couple other haters, but I'm glad that I've identified this one, and now that I get to name and identify them here. What happened? Why did they decide to do this? And are you being stalked by a coven of haters like this, or what? Like, why is this the right time for me to talk about this now? Because I didn't just decide from my ego. I did divination work with my guides to know, is this a good time to talk about this on the channel, or should you continue to keep it to yourself? And it was all systems go, not only to talk about it, but to name who it is. So I'm doing it. And maybe I'll name the guy now in my next reading, you know. Feels good though. Feels good to finally open my mouth about this and not keep their secrets, because, you know, I wasn't keeping your secret on your, you know, to benefit you. Just FYI. It wasn't smart of me. It would have been foolish to go shooting my mouth off about it before it was time. What happened? Why did this happen? Why did Bunny Aphrodite, or whatever, the aphrodisiac witch, why did she and her gang of fucking witch haters decide to attack me? Let's find out. Why did they decide to start doing spell work against me? And not only were they doing spell work against me, they were pretty much gang stalking me online. They were gang stalking my Spotify, my Instagram, and my Blue Sky. They probably stalk me here, but it's like, whatever, YouTube, you can't manage it the way that you can other platforms. So I've just had to kind of make my peace with it. And the more they watch my readings, great. The more views for me, the better, you know? So hate all you want. It only helps my channel grow. Why did they do this? What happened? What happened, and why did they decide to start attacking me? So it's like I suspected. This little page water sign who's not on the same caliber as me. It's not to say, and again, when I'm talking about this stuff, everybody has free will. This person that hated me could have gone a different direction, but she didn't. She could have realized, oh, I admire that person. And so I'm like 10 years behind them in my own life and career and whatever, but it's something to aspire to. I like where they are in life. I like how they're received. I like how they're regarded by their colleagues. I'm going to aspire to that. That's how I handled my own things when I looked on at someone and could kind of go either way towards like covetousness or admiration, right? And so this person was hating on the way that I shined at work. This is where I encountered this person. They're a water sign. They did not like it. They felt inner conflict about it. Kind of like single white female, which I've talked about before with this hater. It's kind of like that. She sort of love-hated me. And I think that's what happened with this Aphrodite Coven. They started gang stalking me, and also I was triggering for them for whatever reason, because people trigger each other. Something about me and my confidence or my looks or my whatever this person told them about me, they all started fucking hating me, gang stalk hating me, okay? This nasty ass fucking immature coven, right? So what they were doing was sending me a lot of burdens. It was being witnessed though by my guides and my own third eye, right? I picked up on it almost immediately. I could feel it, and it started way back. I don't know when this person got involved, this coven leader of an Aphrodite cult, but the person who hired her was working against me for a while now. It's been a while, and wanting to burden me, wanting me to never get anywhere, right? Like, it was being witnessed though by my own protectors, right? They were sending me competition and chaos energy. They were competing with me. It was over a triangulated relationship. They didn't like that the person that they were with also had a thing for me. It was a love triangle, right? Yeah, this is what caused it. It was like the conflict in this triangulation with this other person. It felt unfair to them. They felt like an injustice. Like, that's my person. Like, this is I want what you have. They felt entitled to what they perceived that I had, my beauty, my gifts, whatever it was, right? Things about me, the clout that I had at work, all of it. They just envied it. They coveted it, right? And rather than be mature about it and realize this is normal, we all have shadow aspects of us, we don't have to act on it. We can just recognize that and decide to go a higher route with it. I mean, I've been there. I've coveted things and been jealous of people and hated on someone from afar too. The difference is that I realized it and was like, I don't want to be that kind of person in the world. I don't want to send out bad vibes. I want to send out good vibes. I'll send out bad vibes to protect myself if I have to, but fuck, I don't know. These people think they know more than they know. That's what it is. Now where everything's headed and is that things started getting out of control, right? It got out of control for them. It was like a runaway. The chariot can represent the dark and light horse within us, and it's here in the reverse, and it's like it ran away with these people. They got into the sort of gladiator mentality of like, let's have this be like sport. We're gonna fucking gang stalk, online stalk this person because we believe what this insecure water sign told us about her, and now we're enjoying it. Not only is it about justice for us, we're actually having fun because this weird generation likes to fucking gang stalk and catfish, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand where it's all coming from. It's a symptom of a toxic culture, I guess. So, here's me. I showed up to the reading today with a choice. Like, should I talk about it openly? Should I name who this person is, right? This was me in the present moment because this is the energy coming to me, this thief, toxic, little page ass bullshit energy, okay? What I hope is for some good news. I hope to deliver this in a way that is funny, that brings humor, that teaches the collective something about this, that if you've suspected things like this or felt it or intuitively understood it, you can trust yourself. You may not want to just react. Like, I knew as soon as it started happening, I was like, you need to slow your roll and not react until you know more. Just chart this, right? Like, not charting it, but documenting it. I was keeping tabs. I was keeping track in my calendar, writing about it, journaling. When did I experience this dream? What was going on? What was happening online? Was I getting a lot of fake accounts reaching out to me at the time that I had that dream? It's all stuff like that. I kept a record so that as it started to reveal itself, I could go back and confirm with my notes. So I recommend doing something like that. If you feel like you're being attacked by a coven or by other witches or whatever, I would just start gathering your evidence. Don't just react. Do what you have to protect yourself. If you believe in return to sender, do return to sender. That's what I did. I don't personally do curse work. I did initially in my early years of witching against powerful people, like people where I'm punching up, not down, right? Even laterally, I just don't do it anymore because I don't believe in it. I understand it, and I did the things I did for a reason, because I didn't feel like these men were being held accountable for the abuses they were carrying out against women. So that's where it came from for me. But I've since realized I can trust powers greater than me to take care of that, and I don't need to do it, right? So that's where I'm at. I'm hoping for good news and everything, and I'm going to have a choice coming up. This is what it's saying. What's the choice coming up? The Two of Pentacles. About where to focus my energy and invest my time. Am I going to invest a bunch of time stalking this chick? No. I'm just going to name her here and block her now. And I'm sure she has her little ways to still spy on me from other places. She probably has hundreds of fake accounts. Her and her little gang stalking Kevin all probably have like 20 different online accounts that they do this shit from. So I'm never going to know where they all are, right? But I'm going to block the ones I can, That's just a basic thing I can do to protect my energy, is protect my energy from their evil eye as much as possible. This is the choice I have coming up. 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Fucking A. What's coming up for me is that I'm going to choose to focus on my own joy and walk away from this page. That's what you are. You're a page. You're not a queen. You're not a demigoddess. You're a page. You might be starting to get some power. Pages are powerful. They have power of their position if they understand their position. I don't think you understand your position. You're a Page of Swords. I think you think you're a Queen of Swords. You're not. You're a Page of Swords. And if you embrace that, that can be your power. What you don't see is the blind spot of your own ego. That's what's going to get you into trouble. And I'm not embarrassed to say it. And I know that I'm fucking right. So enjoy your fucking lesson here. Or continue to hate me. Either way, all you've done is make me more powerful, because you've taught me some skills that I didn't always trust when I was younger, right? And the sad thing is, you're a badass, I can tell. That's what's so sad. But you've decided to hate on other badass women, sadly, unless they're in your little fucking gang of haters, apparently. You think that's where your power is. And the sad thing is that's where you're going to keep being disempowered. And I'm talking to you, Bunny Aphrodite. I'm just fucking talking to you. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that you were so taken in, because you strike me as smarter than that, but whatever. I know who you are now, and you better just take this for what it is, I guess. I don't do curse work. I don't do retaliative work, but I know who you are, and I do return to sender work, and I do have incredibly powerful protectors. And I think your goddess would rather protect me than continue to help you attack me at this point. And I think you know that. So, there you go. Maybe you should take a slice of humble pie or something. So where's this heading, I guess? This is just some more information for this situation. Suspicion in the reverse. Well, the suspicion is over. I know who you are. You're someone who's tried to help this crazy narcissistic chick. Page of Cups in the reverse. Try to get revenge against me, and you're a fool because she was a fucking liar and she lied to you. Sleep on it. It may all seem less complicated in the morning. So why don't you just take in what I'm saying and sleep on it, and maybe decide you want to cut ties with this person, or tell me the truth and do some reversal of the shit that you said, whatever. I don't need you to do anything. I'm just fine. I don't know. Take this in for what it's worth. Celebration in the reverse. Carrie, the movie Carrie in the reverse. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Yeah, so this is for me. I didn't, if I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't have gained anything. I'm glad that I did this because I'm gaining from it. I feel empowered. It makes me happy to name your name here. Yeah. If you don't want this kind of thing to happen, don't do this. And I know probably what you're going to do is think, oh no, she didn't, and start attacking me or some bullshit like that. I would think twice. And I know you don't talk like that. You're probably laughing at me for that because you think I'm some old lady. Well, enjoy, because you're heading here too. You're going to be an old lady in your 50s at some point. And do you want this fucking karma in your life? I wouldn't. I liked learning from women like me when I was your age. I didn't attack them. I didn't hate on a hedge witch just trying to live her own life. I looked a little deeper. When someone came to me seeking, if someone came to me seeking revenge, I would have looked a little deeper, Are the restraints you perceive actually a blessing in disguise? So maybe, yeah, for me, what happened was a blessing in disguise, because your attacks on me and this person's attacks on me that she hired people to do and maybe also did herself made me stronger. So they became a blessing in disguise. So thanks, because you really helped me become far stronger. So maybe in my next reading, I'll name the warlock or male witch that someone hired to attack me. What are some final parting words about this situation? What are some final words? The other thing is that Aphrodite comes through for me a lot. And I bet you anything that before this reading and this upload, that coven thought that it was because of them that I was, it's like, no, I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong. I think it was coming through for me because that pantheon of gods and goddesses is down with me. I don't claim to be sworn to them or in some weird relationship with them like you do, but my Mars is in Aries. Come on now. If you're in a coven of Aphrodite, that should mean something to you. My Mars is in Aries. Do you think that Aphrodite actually likes that you're attacking me? Probably not. Yeah. Inject chaos into the situation. Dragon energy is needed to end stagnation. Well, this is my little version of that. Just naming your name here and calling you out here. That's me injecting chaos. Yeah. Harness the power of poison to heal. That's exactly what I did. As this group started attacking me, rather than lose my shit and start running around in circles and attacking them back and acting like a crazy woman, I just went within and let it empower me. And didn't feel like I had to shoot my mouth off everywhere and do whatever and get back at them, and right, because I have an in-check ego. Yeah, my ego still gets the best of me sometimes, but profound love and respect is the driving force here, and that strikes me as that Aphrodite energy. I don't think that Aries and Aphrodite like that this happened, for what it's worth. I think that they don't like a bunch of immature, non-considering, non-critically thinking, hating ass witches acting in their name. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's do a final Colette Baron read here. Oh, and I'll do a rose card as well. The rose card will be messages. The roses will be messages for the coven. this is a final message for the collective right here in this card. Loyal heart in the reverse. Loyal heart in the reverse. 35. Are you stubborn or overly tenacious about an idea? Or have you become so attached to something that you just don't know how to let it go? Do you just not know how to let go of attacking me and hating me and getting together and laughing at me and mocking me? Do you ever just wonder what it would be like if you quit doing that? Could it be that it's become so much a part of you that you wouldn't know who you are without it? Now is the time to look at outdated beliefs, old ideas, and misplaced loyalties. Yeah, Betrayal is only a signal that it is time to prune away all who don't deserve your trust and have no place in your life. Be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. Let go of the old and all your attachment. Spirit has awesome plans for you. Make some room. Well, that's good advice for anyone. And then I wanted to pull some of these too. What are some final messages for you in this Aphrodite coven? All the people that are helping this person, Bunny Gourlay, attack me on behalf of the person who hired her. What information should you all know? Now that I know and I'm saying who you are here, what do you guys need to know as a parting? You know, this is just my little bone that I'm throwing to you about this whole thing. What do you need to know? So we have the advocate, the sensualist, and the child. And if you can see these cards right here, I'm going to hold them up too, because this is a final message for you all that actually has compassion, and I'm here for it. So this is great, and I like it. You know, it's a reminder to me because I can have compassion for you. You guys are younger. You got taken in by this narcissist. The final message for you is that I want to speak to you directly to advocate for your inner children, because I think the reason that you felt like it was fun to attack me is because you have unhealed inner children, or maybe you are still children basically, right? And you're unhealed, and that's why you hate me so much, because you people in this coven don't even know me. You got on the hateration train because of the person that hired you. And what this is saying is that you need healing for your inner children. And maybe the next time someone wants to hire you and you look at the person who's going to be the target of your attacks and you hate them for literally no reason, maybe that's a signal to you to look inside and figure out, you know, I don't even know this person. It makes sense the person that's hiring me, if what they're telling me is true, it makes sense to me why they hate this person. But I shouldn't hate this person because I don't even know them. My job is to decide whether I want to take this job or not, right? You have unhealed inner children. This is the final message for you, is that because I'm a therapist, I'm to advocate for you to listen to your inner children and heal your inner children instead of attacking someone else based on someone's word and your projections of what you think that person is. I think you all projected on me and thought whatever you thought about me, that I think I'm hot shit, whatever, projections, right? I think that's what happened here. And I think you should go heal your inner children, and then you won't be in danger, because doing shit like this, you put yourselves in danger. You might be getting sick. Your teeth might be falling out. You might be having unexplained weight loss and weight gain. You might be having your business online digital shit breaking down and having problems, and you can't. You know why? It's because all of the shit you've been sending me is being sent back to you. So thanks, and have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.